With the renewed sound of gunfire, hope for an agreement between Sudan's Transitional Military Council and defiant protesters vanishes as quickly as it had surfaced. In an undeniable setback, military rulers suspended negotiations with protesters until they deemed the atmosphere appropriate for finalizing an agreement.
We decided the following: to suspend the negotiations for 72 hours until an appropriate atmosphere is reached to sign the agreement, and to remove all the barricades outside the sit-in site.
Protesters have used roadblocks since the start of the demonstrations to pressure the military to install a civilian government. The military council says the method disturbs economic life in the capital and further escalates an already tense situation. Earlier this week, several people were killed and wounded by gunshots near a sit-in outside the military headquarters in Khartoum, with the opposing sides blaming each other for the violence.
The army is to blame for all this, because they're the ones in charge of our streets.
But the protesters remain resolute. They say they won't go anywhere until their main demand is met, a civilian-led transition.
Honestly, the decision issued today to halt negotiations is a big shock to all citizens of Sudan. The military council is trying to seize control.
Thursday's announcement came just hours after the military council and the opposition agreed on a 3-year-long transition period, as well as the structure of future authorities, which would include a sovereign council, a cabinet, and a legislative body. But the composition of the sovereign council during the transition period remains a sticking point. The generals want it to be military-led, while the protesters are pushing for a majority civilian body.